First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, hey. Hey! 20.
On second down, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
On first down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, hey. Right to the 3. Hey, hey.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
20. 20. Hey.
Now Newton on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Do something. 20. 20. Hey. Hey, get right down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to fire one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Manning. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, it's Newton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Working from the gun, Manning drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 15 and a first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun now for Manning. And he finds Cole. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
left side and completing it to Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Manning. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This is Hightower, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. To play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
20.
Here's Newton now on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Third and long. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey. 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jennings. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And this will be taken at the 13. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Manning to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Manning to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A strong running. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good move. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
So let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Manning to throw on second down. Smith catches left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On play action, it's Manning. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Kamara, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Detroit!
Check. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
On second down, here's Manning. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? they're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. To throw on second down. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Do something. Gun. Hey! Watch the run.
Newton. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Do something. Set.
Newton now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game. how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Guilt trip is here, baby. Guilt trip is here. That's it, baby. That's it.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll get it up the middle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, 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 Detroit.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, this is Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set, blue 90, blue 90.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They